Honestly, I have not ate. You know what? I lied. I did eat one thing today. I ate a turkey sandwich that I made with 2 small, thin, like, slices, but that's all I ate all day. I just haven't been hungry. I'm literally just only doing this because. Hi, you go. I made some toast. I'm about to do some schoolwork. What did you do today? All right. So I do have an assignment that I need to do. It's my final. So I'm gonna go teacher today. I'm gonna try to eat while I do it. I actually need to do these reviews too. I gotta do these today. Come on. My personal faith or grow in my Christian life. Sorry, y'all. I'm taking a quiz also. Oh, yeah, cool. That's cute. Isn't it an artist? I think I heard that artist before. I'm literally taking this survey real quick because it's my last day for my class. It was so random. There was like nobody in here. All of a sudden, it just like people popped up. I'm literally in the middle of like eating. I hope I didn't look crazy. Hi. Now, why would somebody ask me if I was, why are you gay? Now, why would you ask me that? Does my hair give off the gay vibe? No shade for gay people. But I'm sitting in the background with a bunch of pink and ribbons. I swear, hair be making it. It's like when my hair is not straightened out or like in some girly hairstyle with like ribbons or something, like, I don't know. It's just. Is that true? Really? Because pink means like girly color. I feel like pink is like feminine and girly. What's not true? Pink is feminine. Am I what? I don't think you would be saying that if I was sitting up in here with a pink dress on with little ribbons in my hair, looking cutesy, girly. But all of a sudden, because I have my hair in twist and I decided to put something comfortable on because I'm about to go to bed, no makeup. Are you gay? Why are y'all asking this? Is this what this live's gonna be about? Because I'm about to start blocking people. Like, not even trying to be funny. Like, it's definitely, yeah, I'm about to block y'all because y'all really about to get on my nerves. I can't. I'm not in the mood for this tonight. And like, just stop. What? Exactly. We're just weird and goofy. Like, for no reason. I'm literally sitting here minding my business, doing my schoolwork. So annoying, bro. All right, current evaluation. So, all right, I did one. Now I have 2 more to do. Now I know these are easier to do up on my computer than up on my phone. On my phone, they make me like type in my strengths and my weaknesses or whatever. So then what is it? Because why would you ask that? I would really like to know. Is it my face? Does my face give off I'm gay? Is it my outfit? It's literally just a shirt and some shorts. All right, so I did that one and I have one more to do. And I'm only doing these surveys just because like my professors were really nice to me. So, hey Nick, how are you? I'm very likely. I stayed up so late last night. I stayed up to about 3 o'clock and I started writing my book. I did it live though. Well, I wrote the thesis live. So if you're intrigued to see what my new book will be about, then go watch the live from last night and you will see. Eating some messy tacos. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good right now. I actually just ate 2 pieces of toast with butter and cheese on it. Only because I just have not been hungry lately. Like I forced myself earlier. Yep, I just ate some toast. I forced myself earlier today to eat a turkey sandwich, and I know that's because I had coffee, so it's kind of like I gotta put something in my stomach. But even then, I just wasn't hungry. But I'm kind of drinking this like It's like blackberry juice. I love these. Why am I drinking this at 11 o'clock at night? They're kind of just like, I don't know. It's like a treat for myself. It doesn't really give me energy at all. Hi, UFO. Good evening. You said stress, heat. Honestly, maybe could be a little bit of both. Honestly, transparent moment. I had my first therapy session today with a therapist. I feel like I'm really a big girl, you know, like I can say, yeah, you know, my therapist, you know, that sounds kind of like, oh my God, am I really an adult, you know? It was interesting. It was the first session, so we'll see what she comes up with. I was a bit defensive and she honestly didn't even say anything. Why am I in therapy? I'm in therapy because I just feel like I'm not myself lately. Nothing bad. I just don't feel motivated, you know? You said did a body good. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I did feel skinny today. I was like, you know, I didn't eat today, but I do. I know that's not good to compare because a lot of people actually have eating problems. So I don't want to, you know, later in the future, she's canceled. You know, she said not eating food is okay. I never said that. Please don't put words in my mouth. Hi, TWC. Therapy don't have to be for the bad times only. Ooh, Santana, you make a good point. And that's the thing, like, it's someone to talk to that doesn't know you. Like I said, I don't think that I really have anything wrong with me, but of course, you know, I would say that because don't people that do have things wrong with them say that? Like, I don't know. I just want to know, like, where's my motivation at, you know, in life? And there's only so much that I can do myself. I might need some help, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Emma. How's the pool? It's doing good. Y'all like my little hand? I be using this on Yako whenever he needs to pick stuff up. I be like, in the laundry basket, right now. Right now. I'm not playing with you. Yanko said it's good. The pool is crystal clear. Let me tell you, we swam the other night. No, Santana, masking. That is the term. I have been masking lately. Let me check my teeth. I did eat some toast. Yeah, I've been masking lately and I'm tired. I'm tired of masking. I'm tired of feeling like how are people perceiving me? You know, it's just I kind of just want to get to this point where I can be authentically myself and not feel the pressures to be somebody else. So talking to a therapist might be able to help me pinpoint why I feel this way, why I feel the need to constantly put on a mask. Because people are quick to say, girl, you don't have to do that. Like, you need to stop. It's easy to tell somebody, but until we find out the source of why, I'm going to keep doing it. So you're just wasting your breath. I know, Nick, I know, but I honestly have to get down to the bottom of it. I have to get down to the bottom of why I feel this way, why I can't shake that. I do care what people think about me. You know, I do care about how people perceive me. It sounds easier than what it is, but for me, it's not. And I think it stems from other personal issues that I can't shake myself. So I need someone that doesn't know me. I need someone that is not going to be like, it's okay, girl. You know, I need someone that's going to be like, tell me the truth. Like, what do you see? Like, what? It might hurt, but tell me so I can, like, correct it. All TWC. Yeah, I call y'all, like, my family, my online family. I love y'all. I know. It's a lot of people like that. Yeah. I mean, let me tell you, my best friend, she has her hands out for me. I told her, I said, girl, once I become a millionaire, because I'm claiming it, I am going to pay for you to go to college to be a therapist. Number one, because she just has that gift. You know how you can just tell someone's gift? She has that gift. Like, she's such a good ear to listen. Like, a good ear. Like, she can just listen. She lets you get it out. And I'm like, girl, you have to get licensed. Like, just wait till I get some money. I'm paying for you a full ride. Like, this is definitely your future. Like, you are so good at it. And she started, but you know, college expensive, that whole thing. So I was like, just wait, friend. I got you, girl, because you the tally of the money that I probably will owe you is racking up. You said, well, nowadays there's that fake fan stuff. Oh yeah, that's why like yeah, I know, dang. I know you new here because when you asked me was I gay, why are you gay? I'm like, do you not know I'm the most girly girl of them all? I am the pink princess fairy. Okay, I am not gay at all. No shade to the gays because, hey, I have gay friends. I love the Rainbow Squad. That's what I call them. But I'm not gay, so yeah, I know you wasn't the first to ask. I just didn't like how the other person carried it either. And that's another thing that I need to work on. I really need to work on telling people how I really feel instead of sugarcoating it. It's okay to sugarcoat things, but I'm always like, when my feelings get hurt or I feel some type of way, I'm always constantly, oh, it's okay, it's fine. No, it's not okay. Don't talk to me like that. No, it's not okay. Don't come at me like that. It's not okay. So I'm trying this new thing so people know boundaries. And that's okay. So now you know I'm not gay. I'm just in my comfortable zone today, okay? I'm a boy mom. I don't know if that means anything. So I have 2 boys. So yeah, it's just some shorts, a little under tank top, and then just the cute little. I just felt like being comfortable tonight. You know how some nights you just don't feel like, you know, wearing the silk jammies. Today was just, I want to put on a nice little thin cotton nightie, little gray shorts and a little tank top, and I'm okay. I feel nice and comfy, and that's what I was going for. I had no plans to come up here and try to be Miss Cutesy Bootsy. Okay, it's late at night. We'll try tomorrow when I'm going live tomorrow. I have a live stream that I have to do for Amazon. So y'all know I'm a runner, and if you don't know, now you know. And I have been testing a lot of like clothes from this one athletic brand, and I love their clothes. I love the way they fit when I run. I love the way my phone sits in the pocket so I don't have to wear a vest. And honey, if you know anything about me, when I run, I wear a vest. I haven't been wearing a vest because the way these shorts, they literally hold my phone in. But also I like when I'm running how it doesn't show my backside. A lot of stuff that's shorts, it likes to roll up and then I have to keep constantly pulling them down. But they have this fabric, it's kind of like a skirt, but it's not. It's part of the shorts, but it covers your backside, so when you are running, that won't be like flailing in the wind. A1. You said cool shirt. I know, it's kind of like, it's like 100% pure cotton, so it's really transparent, but when I tell you it's so comfortable, it's like one of my favorite shirts. It's actually my husband's shirt. I kind of took it. You know that happens once you get married. Your spouse starts taking all your stuff. Ooh, Yeko, I like that. Is that a face? Is that a face with 2 ears? Also, if y'all haven't voted for me, go vote for me. The link is in the bio. You know, I'm in the running for a scholarship. I'm in my last semester, and the first 2 winners will be allotted the scholarship, and they'll send it directly to the school to pay. So, yeah, just click. It's a free vote. I'm not asking for you to spend any money. Just click on the link in the bio and just put your vote in for me. can you explain the Heavenly Help Desk Goes to Mars video? Yeah, so it's just the concept that Gabriella is a angel from heaven, and normally she's in heaven, and she takes phone calls from earthlings, robots. Oh yeah, and Blue Rose Edits was actually the Martian. So if you're looking for the Martian's channel, that's his channel right there. So he does anime edits, and like yeah, he just does a bunch of edits. Really cool. But anyway, so yeah, so Gabriella, she is a angel that's in heaven. Wait, she did a 12-hour stream on YouTube doing what? I'm sorry. Let me get back to it. I'm self-diagnosed ADHD, so if I steer off, you gotta bear with me. That's why I'm in therapy. Maybe she can diagnose me with something I don't know I have. So anyways, so Gabriella is a angel in heaven, and people call in from Earth, people call in from Mars, people call in from the Marine Kingdom, people call in from wherever. They call in from the metaverse if they have to. A robot can do that, you know. An AI system can call in. So Gabriella is a missionary. Her new task that God has given her is to go to different planets, go to different kingdoms, and preach the word of Christ. So she is tasked with the task to go to Mars. But there's a deeper story there, which is going to be in my book. So yeah, like I said, Heavenly Help Desk is just a cute little short snippet because people's attention spans can't go past 15 seconds nowadays, honestly. The Asylum Beyond the Dead. Hi. So I'm turning the actual in-depth story into a book, like a trilogy, like a series of all these missions that Gabriella is going to. So she's more than likely going to run into the dolphin people underworld. She's going to run into the reptile people on whatever planet they're on. She's going to run into, I don't know, Martians. She's going to run into robots. She's going to run into so many things. And she's going to have stories to tell. She's going to have, you know, battles to fight. She's going to have testimony to give. So it's going to be quite interesting. And I think it'll be fun also for me to make these cute little comedy skits, I guess you would call them, to get people interested. Like, I'm already thinking about how I can build a robot. I went online and I saw that you can build like a wearable robot from cardboard. So I'll be trying to make cardboard outfits so I can be a robot and dress up as a dolphin. And like, I have all these things that I'm working on. So is there any specific inspiration behind it? Yeah, just my brain. I'm a dork that likes sci-fi and I love God. So, you know, mixing sci-fi with theology is quite interesting. I don't know how people of the, I don't know how people of, you know, religion is going to feel about it, but I don't care. As long as I'm not, you know, speaking bad about God and I'm, you know, still praising his name, I don't think there's anything wrong with me utilizing my creative gifts to do something that I like and makes me happy. Everyone liked the stream. Yes, thank you so much, Blue Rose Edits. You sell candles? Yes, I do, but I haven't in a minute because I'm spending all my money on finishing my degree so I can say that I'm an actual writer. I have one more semester, so I will be able to focus more on my candle business. You know, it's every 2 weeks I'm coming out of pocket $1,000 for school alone. So just do that math, and I've been doing that for the past couple of years. So, and that's not including bills, you know. So unfortunately, I have to put my baby on hold for now. then any extra money that I get, you know, I could always be a stripper, but that's not the path that I'm going down. So, yeah, there's that. So, been there, done that. Why would I do that whenever I am in a better place in life? You see what I'm saying? Like, and I know you're new here, but I don't know if you have seen my page before or you know me personally, because I know that there have been people that have added me outside and added me on my YouTube platform and tried to come up here and no, it's okay, Go, don't worry about it. Come up here and drag me about my past. Yeah, but that's fine. It's okay. I've talked about it before. I have no problem talking about it in depth, but it will definitely be under my membership package with people that I actually know care about me, because there are levels to actually me explaining my life. You know, I feel like when you put too much information out online about yourself, you're just waiting for someone to roast you, blackmail you. You're giving them all the knowledge. So you could do a 12-hour live stream. Yeah, not 12 hours, but I've been thinking about it. But how would I do that? I would have to have some type of reason. Oh no, that's fine. I don't judge either. It's just funny just because you said that. So keep an eye on you, because I don't know if you're a troll or you're someone trying to come from other platforms and act like you're not other people. Let me tell you, like, I've been through a few things in life that I don't like to talk about, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone was trying to put me in a bad light. And these are already things that I'm talking about with my therapist. So I'm fully prepared one day to have these conversations if, you know, someone wants to bring up my past. But in the meantime, I'm not going to do that because I don't have to explain myself to internet people up on the internet. Okay. Well, I'll take it at that. I'll leave the conversation alone now. Hi, Jerome. You said just chill out and routine stuff like that for a long time. You know, I seen one person, they were on live all night. What's wrong with BetterHelp? Not this family-friendly channel, though. That's right. This is a family-friendly channel. So just remember, I try not to, you know, get too, and I do like to keep it family-friendly just because I share the links with my children and my family members and just loved ones, church members. So I try to keep it, you know. You can go to a therapist with your YouTube money than an app. Well, you know, I'm not really making no YouTube money just yet. I will be. I mean, I'm in the program, but until then, I have to pay out of pocket. Like my insurance doesn't even cover my therapist, but I like my therapist. I like the fact that she actually is an alumni of the college that I go to, and she shares the same faith as me, and she's older. I like taking advice from older people. Am I allowed to ask questions? Yeah, as long as it's nothing crazy. You can do an all-night stream, but gamers do that. I wish I was a gamer. I'm a cosplayer. I don't know if that counts for anything. Plus, honestly, sorry, I just got a notification. Oh my god, I love you so much. You're so sweet and kind. I hope you have the best time ever, YouTube. And I pray Jesus watches over you through your life. And I pray, oh my God, lemon and cupcakes. You are so sweet. That was the that was the most beautiful message. Thank you so much. Same to you. Many blessings to you. Hi, Q. I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm up here just trying to do this last minute homework. It's my finals, so I have this one assignment that I haven't turned in. And then, oh my gosh, I have this one, my last essay in my Shakespearean class. It's like one of the hardest things to do. And right now, I have an A in this one communications class, and I have to create like a little movie. You could do a night routine. You know, I could do that. I'm so boring lately, though. That's the problem. Like, what do people be doing at night? Y'all don't want to see that. I'm doing well. Let me put my daily votes in. Oh my God, cute. Thank you so much. Thank you for going to go vote for me. Y'all, we in the lead right now, okay? Every time I get up there, I be like, I love my YouTube family. They really coming through. Like, I have not even posted it on my Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok because y'all know I'm not using those social platforms right now because it's been giving me social anxiety. I'm literally in the lead just from y'all. Hey, Eli. So I just want to say I love y'all. That's why I'm like, my YouTube family is lit. Like, they really coming through. But I thought some girls don't do night routines because it's creepy. Well, if you delete gross trolls, you'll be fine. Oh no, yeah. Oh, I was trying to say, I seen there's a bunch of influencers that do, I don't know if they're like faking it, but they sleep all night with the live stream going. And the problem I have with that is I don't know what happens when I sleep. I don't need it to be caught on camera. What if I'm snoring or something? Embarrassing, okay? Just for some dollars. Sleep streams, they're creeps and weird. I don't watch them. That's what I'm saying. I can't. I can't. I'm too afraid. I need to be awake and aware. Oh my gosh, just imagine. I can't. People are too weird. No, but that's what people like. Santana said, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. You say, yeah, the creeps like them. I mean, they do like them, but man, oh man. No, that'd be just my luck. Just my luck. I'll like snort or something, or something crazy would happen and somebody's screen recording, and then next thing you know, it's a viral moment on the internet. Oh, heck to the nah. You said, yeah, I'm voting against the sleep stream. They do it for scamming too. Wait, what? How did they do it for scamming? What do you mean? Jerome said, no, not you. And no, you have to do it. Yes, you get paid for the stream to make noise while you're sleeping. What's the TTS? Oh, no, you have to do it with TikTok stream, so you get paid for the stream to make noise while you're sleeping. Oh, text to speech. Oh, no, you have to do it with text to speech, so you get paid for the stream to make noise while you're sleeping. Oh. So, like, paid on Twitch or Kick or something. Oh, okay. See, I'm trying to learn all these different platform things. Like, I know there's ways, like, to do certain things, but it's so hard. Like, I don't use Twitch. I don't use Discord. But I know that's where the streaming platform money is at. Like, that's where everybody's going. I'm still trying to work out this YouTube thing, okay? TikTok do be paying money for the time spent streaming, but I don't even think that's a lot. Let me tell you, I was getting paid up on TikTok. So before they had banned me the first time, I got my service back after 3 months and fighting with them. I was getting paid. I wasn't getting paid a lot, but monthly I can rely on at least $700 a month. And that was just by me going live, just doing the same thing I'm doing right now. TikTok. Okay, I got banned when I was about to stream on TikTok. Dang, they was like, nah, he about to get some money. TikTok weird and probably dying too. There's a lot of crime. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was just telling my friend the other day because she was like, girl, why don't you just get back on TikTok? You was making money out there. I was like, girl, no. I feel like every time I get up on TikTok, they find some reason to hit me with a fine, like not a fine, but some type of like problem. Then I have to do an appeal. Then I have to wait. Or if I post something, then they got a problem with that. And then the thing about it is when you go live up on TikTok, people can make false claims on your live. And then guess what's going to happen? Then they're going to shut your live down, and then you got to do an appeal, and then they got to do, it's just like, it's too much up there because TikTok is becoming just kind of like Amazon, just a live stream Amazon, you know, like they're just trying to sell. Like, it's just a money market. If you're not selling, you're probably not going to do good. Okay. They need to see you can make them some coins, honey. They don't care that you're a creator. That's cute and all, but is you gonna make us some money or what? Because if not, you got to go. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't got time to be doing all that. I don't got time to be fighting with trolls. I don't got time to be fighting with all the negative comments. Like, I get enough of that already. Also, let me tell you, you said I made 20 cents. Okay, look, I got $8 over there that I haven't even used. I think they told me I can't get it till I get to $10. I'm like, really, you guys? So it's been sitting there for about like 6 months because I just haven't used, I haven't live yet. I'm like, y'all really want me to get back up here so bad. But no, I'm going over to YouTube. I'm going to try my luck over here. Okay, but they make you work hard over here. Like, you need to stream every single day for the rest of your life. And just whenever you feel like you're about to give up, then they approve you to get monetized. And then once you get monetized, then you have to go through a whole new hurdle again to even get seen in the algorithm. It's just, it's crazy. Like, but I'm gonna keep trying, honey, because I'm delusional. All right, this was due 3 days ago. Okay, so I have to write a story in prose format. In a prose format, through the eyes of a narrator, tell a simple human story of your own making. The estimated length of prose story is between 1 to 3 pages. Double space your story and submit as a Word document. These are stories in public domain that you can rework for your project if you'd like. You might also want to look at these royalty-free one-act plays that you can rework. Let me click up on this and see what they're talking about. I'm trying to get this done tonight, okay? One less thing that I have to do. Flowers in Algerian. Sounds boring. The Monkey's Paw by W.W. Jacobs. That looks creepy. I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream by Harlan Ellison. That is very earring, like, I don't know how to feel about this picture. It looks very eerie and unsettling, so I'm gonna scroll past. Yikes. The Overcoat by Nicola Gogol. That looks demonic. Professor, why would you send us these? Ghost Stories by Antiquary M.R. James. That looks quite interesting. I might click on that. The Snows of Kilimanjaro by Ernest Hemingway. Heck no, that sounds like a long behind storybook, and I don't got time for that. I'm trying to do something quick, fast, and in a hurry because I'm a procrastinator and I do stuff last minute. Let me click on this one. I read the word short. All right, how to read. Read now. Is it free? Guess we'll read a little ghost story. Y'all want to read a ghost story? Don't be scared. Are you afraid of the dark? Lord have mercy. All right, let me pick a ghost story for y'all. I'm going to read y'all a ghost story, so shh, be quiet. It's going to be short. It's a short little ghost story. Ooh, number 13. I'm kind of scared. And this is not a short story. This is long. He lied. Okay, this one might be short. Lord have mercy. My husband is overseas. I'm gonna go back to the top because yeah, nah. Oh, all right, we'll read the number 13. I won't bore y'all. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to give it to y'all. Santana, what do you think I'm about to say? Santana, what do you think I'm about to say? All right. Girl, I did not click on that. Hold on. Can you please transform this story into a urban, modern story? It's supposed to be a scary story, but I'm looking for something more like, are you afraid of the dark with a urban, modern flair? All right. No, I don't want that. Hold on. All right, here we go. You said hopefully it's nothing about dolphins. Heck no. Y'all, last night we did some random facts upon dolphins, and Santana and me, we were flabbergasted. I'm just gonna say that. If you can't wear swimsuits on YouTube because it's a kid, so you have to be safe, that's true, and get mad with probably change. Yeah, they want you to be in a whole monokini with a skirt below, honey. They not playing no games. I don't got no fun facts today, but Instagram took me for a ride today. All I was seeing was shootouts and people blowing themselves up. See, that's because you've been playing GTA and they know your algorithm, Santana. You can wear whatever you want on YouTube. Instagram is a boring app. Yep, Instagram is boring. AI stuff on Instagram is kind of cool. Yeah, I like the cool little AI stuff. I'm all about, robots. All right, so come on, we about to read this story because I need to write a paper on it so y'all can be a part of it. All right. Absolutely. Here's your story transformed into a modern, urban, scary story. Ooh, I should turn the lights off. Hold on. Don't move. I'm not going to turn them all the way off because I actually do get scared. So we're going to do a quiet little... All right. Shh. We're about to read a scary story. Let me put on some creepy music. Scary. Oh, I'm scared. Scary music for reading. All right. Oh, I'm scared. I'm about to pray after this. Y'all ready? All right, here we go. What percent I'm on? All right, good. I'm on 19%. All right. Number 13. Among the neighbors of Richmond, the Monroe District got its own hype. Okay, you're too loud. You'll find rooftop bars, murals everywhere, a few half-closed churches, turned lofts, and an old apartment being called the Golden Lions Loft. It's right off 25th, a red brick, four-story spot that somehow survived a fire back in '86 that torched half the block. People still talk about that. My cousin Dre stayed there once, just once, and this is where he'll never go back. The Arrival. Dre came down from DC, okay, to dig into some old court records for a podcast he was planning. He heard rumors about sealed files on corruption cases tied to local pastors back when the city was still shady heavy in the late '80s. Word was some of the original docs were stored at the city archives nearby. He booked a 2-week stay at the Golden Lion because it was close, cheap, and had the old school charm. Big arch windows, vintage elevators, checkered tile in the halls. The landlord, Mr. Carter, was a cool old dude, glasses always sliding down his nose, running the building since his dad owned it back in the day. Dre asked if he could get a bigger unit to see as a studio and a bedroom. Carter scratched his chin. Best bet you walk with me. Pick feels what's right. They started at the top. Too many stairs for Dre's taste. Plus the elevator was sketchy. Second floor, tight and dark. But on the first floor, there were 2 open units. Carter hyped up 1B, but the windows faced a brick wall. So Dre chose 1A. 3 huge windows facing the street. Sunlight all day, perfect for recording. He didn't even peep the number on the door. Just tossed his duffel inside and set up his mic. And by evening, he was chilling, scrolling IG reels, cracking a lime white claw. A white claw? What kind of? The first weird night. Around midnight, Dre ran down to grab the book he left in the lobby. Needed it to calm his mind before bed. Coming back up the dim hallway, he stopped at what he thought was his door. The knob turned, and he felt his feet shuttle inside. Somebody was right on the other side, breathing heavy. He checked the number, 13. Oh, no, he muttered. Stepping back, he realized his door was the next one over, 1A, not 13. Weird, because he could have sworn earlier there wasn't a 13 on the floor directory in the lobby. Figured maybe he was tired. He crashed and drifted off watching TikToks. The archives and new clues. Next day, he hit the archives. Records went way back. Old church scandals, dirty real estate deals, and a preacher who owned a house nearby on 25th that the city called Curse. There were notes accusing the guy, Pastor Franklin, of doing dark rituals, messing with young girls, buying silence, and the city tried to prosecute him, but he died all of a sudden. His heart literally burst. Dre couldn't wait to spin this into a true crime episode. On his walk back, Dre decided to ask Carter, yo, quick one, why y'all skip 13 on the floor guide downstairs? Superstitious thing or what? Carter laughed nervously. Man, that's just how it is. Travelers don't like 13, say it's bad luck, mess with their head. We keep it on the door so mail still finds it, but most tenants avoid it. That room's barely ever rented. The shadows. Later that night, Dre FaceTimed his girl while leaning on the windowsill. Across the street was an abandoned furniture warehouse. Big faded letters spelling Millworks. The streetlight cast Dre's own shadow huge on the building. But there was another shadow in the next window over. Tall, skinny, wearing something like a hoodie or a sheet over his head. And Dre thought, man, is this a prank? Then the shadow jerked back, like it got snatched, light cut off instantly. The noise. Around 3 a.m., Dre woke up to laugh outside his door. Raspy, wet. Then a low voice started humming, a gospel tune, all off key. He peeked out the peephole. The hallway was empty, but his eyes drifted. The door across was clearly marked 13. He stumbled back inside. Yo, was that door even there yesterday? Next morning, he asked Carter again. You sure there's folks staying in there? I heard someone last night. Carter went pale. That room is supposed to be locked. Ain't nobody checked in there for months. The breakdown. That night, Dre set his phone to record audio while he was asleep. Around 2:45 a.m., the recording caught faint footsteps pacing in his living room. Even though Dre was knocked out in bed, then came a rough voice whispering scripture backwards, like a sermon. Suddenly, BAM! A loud thud right at his door. When Dre listened back, he heard it clearer, along with a hoarse giggle that chilled him to the bone. The confrontation. He had enough. Dre banged on Carter's door, dragged him down the hall, demanded they open 13. They brought one of Carter's maintenance guys, who popped the lock with the master key. When the door swung open, there was nothing. Just bare, dusty floorboards. But carved deep into the wood were crooked crosses, circles with tiny eyes, and a date, 11/13/86, the same night of the old fire. Dre turned around to ask Carter, what the hell? But Carter was already speed walking back down the hall. The maintenance dude just crossed himself and said, man, I don't mess with that. They say old Franklin's folks did when the city tried to seize the building. The exit. That night, Dre left, packed up, booked a flight, booked a lift, and crashed out at his cousin's spot, Chamberlain. He never finished that podcast episode. Said every time he tried to edit, he heard a faint laugh on the audio tracks. The Golden Lion is still there, still got a door with a faded 13 on it, but if you ever find yourself in the Monroe district, you might notice nobody stays in that room long. And if you stand outside on the cracked sidewalk at night, you might catch a glimpse of a thin shadow in the window, draped in something that looks like an old hoodie, waiting to see if you'll come up. The end. What do you guys think? That was great, right? So now I can write my paper on it. Hold on, I gotta turn this light on. Where is this? Where's the light button? I hope my goodies aren't up in this camera. That's highly inappropriate. All right, here we go. Isn't that crazy? You guys like the story? Did I choose a good one? All right, now I gotta change the music because it's kind of getting creepy. Woo. Did y'all like the effects that I did whenever I hit the thing? Was that cool? Yeah, you said I'm still on live. Oh, you're welcome. You like the bedtime story? See, wasn't that cool? Now I have to write a paper on it. All right, so in a prose format, through the eyes of a narrator, tell a simple human story of your own making. Oh my God, can somebody please delete him? We don't do that up here. That you can rework for your project if you like. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the eyes through the narrator. So I have to write a story similar to that. Oh my God, I'm about to block this person. They are talking crazy. Good day, sir. Have some decorum and some couth. All right. I gotta come up with a story. What kind of story should I come up with through the eyes of a narrator? There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. Bloobity, bloobity, bloobity doo. There we go. Story written. Write about your life. Boo! That's the thing. I have to write it through the eyes of the narrator. So I have to turn it into a story about somebody else through my eyes. I'm about to write some magical stuff. Prompt 1. All right, I need words. Who's the narrator again? The person writing the story. The person telling the story. Hi, Aylin. So, okay, just throw some random words out there, okay? Right now, I got unicorns. I need random words. We're going to come up with a great story. We need something serious, though. Something serious. And mysterious. Kind of like Coraline. All right. Unicorns. Black. Come on, you guys. Let's use our brains here. I need words. These are called prompt words. Magical. All right. Unicorns. Black. Magical. Government. You said Brazilian. Not thick. I'm screaming. Campfire. Okay, campfire. Ooh, disdain. Okay, Jerome. We're going to use all. All right, so let's think about a story. Protagonist, antagonist. All right. So, protagonist, all good things, you know, heavenly, sweet, kind, thoughtful. Antagonist, bad, communist. Ooh, that's a good word. We can do dictatorship. We can add this in there as a prompt word. Dictatorship. Eerie. Ooh, that's good. Journalist. We're going to add that in there. Maybe a unicorn journalist. I don't know. Or painted bad, but good. Misunderstood, maybe. That's a good one. Misunderstood. Love. Okay, we're going to put love. That's a good one. All right. So I guess these are the words we have. We have unicorns, black, magical, government, campfire, disdain, all, dictatorship, journalist, misunderstood. This one I'm going to do, because I don't got time for all this. I need you to draft me up a prose narrative idea using these prompt words only. I want it to be deep, like a mystery, maybe a journalist looking for a story within the government. But how do I want the ending to end? Hi, last time I was on here, I was all the way in Jordan. Hi, Aya. Maybe a journalist looking for a story within the government, but bad. I need to have the ending. How does it end? The ending is happy. The ending is unknown. But the ending is unknown. I want the narrator to speak about how stories say she was lifted into a different dimension, but others say she was taken out by secret governmental services. Then make a second book with a preposterous and sad ending. Yeah. Yeah, or it could be thought-provoking to where the read could come up with their own ending. Yeah, that's true too. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna submit it through and see what happens. Let's see. Let's see what chat comes up with. All right. Prose, narrative, idea, prompt words, journalist, story, government, mysterious, dimension, secret, lifted, unknown, and taken. All right. They say she was always chasing something too big for this world. A young journalist, sharp mind, restless spirit, arrived in the capital hungry for a story no one else dared to write. The government had been quietly shifting policies, shuttering agencies under the guise of reorganization. But whispered leaked from hushed phone calls and discarded memos. Experiments in manipulating dimension, not time travel, not teleportation, something stranger, something about slipping consciousness in itself across veils no human hand should pull aside. She followed a trail of blacked out files and trembling ex-employees, piecing together a tapestry of secret labs, altered test subjects, and off-the-record confessions from men who smelled of cheap whiskey and regret. Her notes filled with cryptic phrases such as cross-dimensional bleed, the lifted ones, return unknown. Then, one damp night in November, she vanished. Some stories claim she was lifted, her atoms unspooled and drawn into a higher dimension by forces neither benevolent or cruel, simply curious. Others swear she was taken out by secret governmental services, her final words locked in a classified file no one ever read. I still keep her photo taped inside my notebook. I still trace the lines of her smile, wondering if she ever really belonged here, or if the world beyond ours simply reached for what was always in its own. They say she chased truth until it swallowed her whole, or maybe, just maybe, she found a story too big for even this reality and followed it somewhere I can't yet go. Where is my unicorns? Hey girl. Hey girly pop. You missed my unicorns. Or did I mistype in unicorns? Did I not type unicorns? Let me, before I get sassy with her. Oh, well, I didn't type unicorn, so, you know, that's probably my bad. My bad. She's the unicorn. That's why she disappeared. Okay, see? Gotta make a part 2 where the unicorns end up being the ones who took her. That's what I was hoping. Okay, I'm gonna redo it with the unicorns. She said, oh my God, my bad. Girl, it's not even your fault, it's my fault, but I'm not gonna let you think that. Okay. Revised narrative idea with the unicorns. Okay. They say she was always chasing what couldn't exist. A young journalist, too bold for her own safety, wandered deep into a governmental files that weren't meant to be seen. Reports of dimensional tiers, secret programs that could lift consciousness beyond the edge of reality, all hidden under clinical language charts that hummed with something like life. But in her private notes, scribbled between case numbers and shadowy names, were drawings of unicorns, not the glittery innocent creatures from children's books, but thin, spectral things with eyes like black holes. She once whispered to me over coffee, maybe they're symbols, maybe they're warnings, maybe the dimensions they're trying to tap into is where myths run wild and real. Then one dusty evening, she disappeared. Some say the program lifted her, and then she slipped fast into the veil into a dimension crowded with those dark unicorns prancing silently over strange landscapes where no human heart can survive. And others swear she was taken by secret services, her notebook burned, her stories erased before they could bloom. I still dream of her sometimes, standing on the edge of a field, those shadowy unicorns circling her, their twisted horns dipping low, like they're anointing her. Maybe she found what she was looking for, or maybe some stories were meant to never be told in our world. I like it. You said the unicorns took her to fairyland. Bro, my professor is going to be like, bro, she is so freaking weird. Every time this girl has to write something, she be writing stuff like this. Ah! Oh, the narrator is talking Balder. Okay. Yeah, the narrator is talking about her. So I have to write it in the narrator's eyes. Like, I had heard about this one girl this one time, basically, is what they're saying. Like, basically, I had heard about that one person. Oh, I knew somebody. Let me tell you about them, basically. The technical term is called prose format. And that's spelled Prose. So if somebody says, I need you to write me a story in prose format, they basically just want you to write it in a narrator's voice about something or someone in your head as the narrator. You see what I'm saying? So through the eyes of the narrator, we're telling the story. Okay, so we are going to draft up a story, and let me tell you one thing about me, honey bunny. I do not want ChatGPT to write my story for me. I was just utilizing it to brainstorm, but I'm definitely not going to use that actual story. So my brain has been formed into writing it, but I'm not going to actually use that story. So this is what I'm going to do. This is how I get my papers done quickly and efficiently. I talk to type. So I pull up the dictate, which is, it can just dictate what I'm saying, and then I write papers that way. Because I'm taking 3 classes right now. Okay, I don't got all day to be. What else did it say? I'm just going to talk, and then like when I need to go fix the grammar, then I'll fix it. But I don't got time for all that. So if you want to rush like me, you better turn on the little voice recorder and get the talking. Okay, it'll type it for you. And that's on innovative technology. That's on, we have to use our resources. It's not lazy, it's called working smarter. Hold on, y'all, I'm texting my son. No, I don't got an OnlyFans. You said trying to make me a grilled cheese. I just had that. All right. Sorry, I'm texting my son. He has appointment tomorrow. I actually have an appointment tomorrow for my tea too. So, all right. So, sorry for the delay. We're back at it. So, all right. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk. In 1952, there was a horrible storm that left a fog around the earth. The whole world experienced this fog. And there was a lot of chaos in the government, but no one could pinpoint what exactly went on. Throughout time, people forgot about this fog, but there was a shift in the dimension. There was a shift in people's consciousness that kind of like was a reprogramming that made people forget histories. But there were certain people in the world that beat this fog, and those were called the Tinkers. The Tinkers were the ones who were of elevated consciousness. They were said to be part species of whatever caused the fog to come down. Later on in life, the world became one system, one rule, one dictatorship. Books were obsolete. People were no longer able to read and only able to utilize the systems, sort of like artificial intelligence, to learn. But there was one woman. I ran across her one day. I would always see her in town. She was very quiet, but there was a sort of glow over her. The story I told before was years ago, before the veil was lifted. You see where I'm going? I need to strengthen this and fix it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into chat to see how I can refine it, because my focus is, there's the story there, but how is the narrator able to comprehend that this special tinker is able to be outside of the system? I have to make it connect, you know? Yeah, the fog could be from a certain time, so I have to refine that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into chat to see if it can just help me refine my thinking. Can you help me refine where I'm going? My problem is, and I'm just going to word it. Can you help refine my thinking? My problem is I'm telling a story in prose format, but how is the narrator able to decipher that this special tinker, which is spelled Tinker, not thinker, but tinker, Tinker, is different from all the others? How is this narrator able to say, I've seen her one time? You said could be that person has a gift. Oh, yeah. You're right, actually, Santana. All right, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Darn it. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all what it told me, but I just need to. Q said, I'm back. All right, so back at it. Let's see what chat says. Thank you for sharing your story. All right, Santana, we are refined. This is what it refined it. Okay, in 1952, the world was smothered by a storm that brought a dense fog wrapping around the entire Earth. Governments spiraled into chaos, backroom meetings, sudden power shifts terrified citizens, yet no one could ever truly explain what the fog was or where it came from. Over the decades, the world simply forgot, or rather, their consciousness was quietly reprogrammed. Memories of history rewritten, entire revolutions erased, and it was as if the fog reached inside every mind and snipped threads of remembrance, leaving blank spaces where stories once lived. But a small group resisted the fog's grip. They were called tinkers, people with an elevated consciousness, rumored to be part human, part something else, descended from whatever entity had brought in the fog in the first place. And as time wore on, the world merged under one system, one rule, one dictatorship, and books vanished, reading became a lost art, and people relied solely on the system's own form of artificial intelligence to feed them knowledge, learning only what the state allowed. The woman. That's when I saw her, always quiet, always alone, drifting through the town square with a faint, almost luminous aura. The story I told you before about the bill that lifted, the cracks appearing in the regiment's hold, that was years ago, before she vanished. Some say she was one of the last true tinkers, that she could remember entire histories with a single glance, that she could see dimensions layered over this one, like transparent veils fluttering in the wind. And others say she was taken by the system, silenced before she could wake too many others. And a precious few, whispers that the fog returned just for her and lifted her out of this reality, altogether carrying her home to whatever dimension the Tinkers were born from. So I like how where it's going. Um, like you said, Santana, like we were thinking, she's just kind of like one of the special ones that survived, over the time. So they don't have a clue just yet. But I need more because my professor wants me to have at least 1 or 2 pages. I mean, that could be 1 page, but I feel like I need to end it with something, right? I need to end it with something. Plus Plus, it's not just yet 2 pages. It's not enough for me. I feel like we need to experience some like real stuff before we can. Why is this? Don't forget to vote for me, y'all. Don't forget to vote for me. My link is in the bio. Remember, I'm in the running to win a scholarship to finish help paying for my last semester so I can graduate. My last semester is coming up. So, you know, I'm like $10,000 away. So $1,000 comes in handy, especially when you've been paying out of pocket. So anything helps, and all I need is just one vote from you. And I have until July 15th, so you can log in and just click on the link every day if you remember. If not, it's okay. I'm grateful for however many times you can take the time to vote. I'm not gonna be picky and choosy. You'll vote right now. Thank you, Aya. Thank you. Okay, so we got the bases. All right, I'm gonna take off this part. I would watch her go shopping, and to some they might say that I was a bit of a creeper, but I was more so intrigued on her thinking process. She was always looking at dolphins. She was intrigued by communication. She read a lot of books. She always had a book with her on the art of communication. Is as if she knew something more about language than what we knew. It started to get weird right around the time she was close to finishing her communications degree at university. It was told to me through just gossip around the city that she was studying journalism, journalism, and she was working on a story about the true history of telepathy and the reason why communication with dolphins was against the law. It tied into the last evening. The whole town saw her. The fog came. The waters were at high tide. And there was a weird whistle in the air that was kind of silent, like a dog whistle, but we all heard it. And then she vanished. No one ever saw her again, just as if the fog back in 1952 occurred. Some say that her people, the Tinker people, or the origins of the Dolphin people, don't really know what to call it, came to take her back because she finally found the true message. And some say that they saw black vans and people in black suits with black sunglasses on escort her into the back of their van. But I just remember the presence she left on the town. She was something special, and no one can forget her. What y'all think? Decent? We're about to find out because I'm literally about to just put that into chat and see what she says. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, y'all ready? Not y'all just watch me create a whole story. All right, what percent I'm at? I'm at 6%. I could just plug this in real quick. Hold on. Thank you. Thank you, Gio. Okay. All right, here is my story that I just made up off the top of my head. All right, in 1952, the government was smothered by a storm that brought a dense, uncanny fog wrapped around the entire earth. Government spiraled into chaos, backroom deals, sudden power shifts, citizens clinging to radios and trembling in doorways. And yet, for all the terror, no one could ever quite explain what the fog was or where it came from. And over the decades, the world simply forgot. Or rather, it was as if our very own consciousness had been quietly rewired. Memories of revolutions vanished, whole family legacies dissolved, the fog had reached inside our minds and snippet of the threads, remembrance, leaving blank spaces where history lived. But not everyone succumbed. A small secret people resisted the fog's grip. They were called tinkers. Humans, some said, but others whispered they were part something else, descended from the beings who had conjured the fog in the first place. But as time wore on, the world bent under one system, one rule, one dictatorship. Books became relics, reading a forgotten art. People learned only what the regimen's all-seeing AI chose to feed them. That's when I first saw her. Always quiet, always alone, drifting through the town square with a faint, almost luminous aura. Her name was a hush on people's lips, passed in half jokes or low murmurs over market stalls, and I would watch her sometimes. Some might even call me a creep, but it wasn't lust that had held me. It was the way she seemed awake in a world lulled to sleep. She moved differently, her eyes darting as if tracking things the rest of us couldn't see. She was always scribbling in worn journals forever with a book of the art of communication tucked under her arm. Dolphins fascinated her. It was odd, considering by then studying dolphin communication was against the law, a relic banned from old regimes, because they said dolphins hinted at troops about telepathy and about a language that can travel in waves beyond sound. It was around the time she was close to finishing her degree, a dual major in communication and journalism, that gossip began to swirl that she was digging into the real history of dolphin studies, that she was preparing an expose on why telepathic research had truly been outlawed. And then night came. The whole town remembers it. The fog rolled in thicker than we've seen. The old stories of 1952. The ocean swelled at high tide, and somewhere in that heavy silence was a whistle, thin, piercing, a frequency we all felt more than heard. And then she was gone. Some say the Tinkers, her own people, or maybe the dolphin people, no one really knows what to call them anymore, came to reclaim her because she finally uncovered the true message hidden in frequencies beyond human ears. And others swear they saw black vans, men in dark suit and darker sunglasses, escort her in the back of a vehicle that melted into the fog before anyone could think to record. Me, I just remember the way that the air felt emptier, the way the birds didn't sing the next morning, the way people started whispering her name like a prayer. She left an imprint on this place that no one could quite forget, even even if by every rule of the new world, you probably should have. You said, as someone who had to reply to quotes, I say 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, I'm screaming. AI has really changed education. Yeah, it definitely has, and people need to get with the program. Like, it's not going anywhere. It's actually in its infancy. So it's either you can learn it or become dust. A lot of people are traditionalists when it comes to writing, and I am that way too. I'm a traditionalist whenever I write my own personal blog entries on my website. I like having that personal touch, but I like to utilize AI for more creative thinking. If I want to expand on an idea for my show, I could do that. I'm not taking away, I'm not prompting it to write anything for me. As you can see, I write it first. I utilize my brain first. And then I refine it from there. But I write it first. Yes, I could post, I could post my unrefined work, but just like a writer has a partner, a writing partner, they all do. They all have script copywriters. They all have writing partners. These are all true things. So one could say, okay, well, a traditionalist writer still has someone refining their work for them. They do. Look it up. They have secretaries that refine their work for them. They have copywriters who refine their work for them. They have partner writers that refine their work for them. So instead of having an actual person do it, you're just having. My dad uses ChatGPT to write paragraphs about his vacations. Exactly. Like, it's not going anywhere. Like, we're so in the infancy that they don't even have laws and regulations on this just yet. So for people to be like, oh my god, you're using it. Okay, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Using it as a tool. I'm not taking away critical thinking. As you can see, I have great critical thinking skills. I read, I write. Literally, I write. Like, I write. I have scripts that I write without ever. I have years of scripts that I've written without ever looking at ChatGPT. ChatGPT didn't even exist whenever I was writing, whenever I created films years ago, whenever I wrote plays years ago. This is a great tool for me as a writer. It's a great tool. So I don't take offense when someone's like, oh my god, where's the world going? Okay, calm down, grandpa. Chill. It's called forward technology, okay? Get with the program or get left behind like dust. My teacher uses it to create his test. Yeah, and that's the thing. Teachers and professors use AI to grade papers and create their templates. It's so crazy because you can't use, like, right, my university, they do not play. Whenever they say, like, they have protocols where you can use it, but you have to let the professor know you used it and how you used it. It's fine. But some professors don't even allow it. But those same professors that don't allow it are still using AI to grade the papers. It's crazy. It's like, where is it making sense? So that's why we're still in this, real iffy stage of, oh, using AI is bad, or you can use it, but you can't use it. It's like, it's not going nowhere. You guys do know that, right? So let's start thinking forward. Let's start reading up on rules and regulation and governmental regulations on codes and ethics of artificial intelligence and figure out how we could, you know, utilize this better. Stop being afraid of it. That's how it's going to take. That's how it's going to become sentient. Hi, I'm from North Carolina. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I think about all the stuff that was a problem back in the day, and now they don't even think about it. Like they don't think twice about it now. You know, all the programs or all the things that people were afraid to use, all of a sudden, oh, it's nothing now, you know, it's whatever. Like people use it like nothing. And that's how I see AI in the future. Right now it's banned. If you use it, you're going to get in trouble. They don't even care if you use it to change a word. I got in trouble because I wrote the paper, didn't use AI at all. Mind you, I have plenty of papers that I wrote years before AI even was a thing. So me not having the skills to process or use critical thinking to draft a paper is crazy, because I have mad proof. So I'm not worried about that. But it's the fact that I decided to utilize it to strengthen a word, kind of like, hey, give me a synonym for goodbye. Give me an anonym for that. That's what I did. And because I did that, I got in trouble and failed the class. Of all my years of writing, the one time I decided to utilize it, I failed. Now, did I do an appeal? Did I try to state my case? Did they deny the appeal again? Yes. Why? Because they don't have the technology and the understanding. I'm sorry, they don't have the understanding of the technology. In their head, oh, we don't care. We've seen that you used it, so you obviously cheated. No, I didn't. I wrote the paper. Well, we don't really have proof that you wrote the paper. Okay, but I have years of writings that you could reference to see that I'm capable of writing said paper. It's not a problem. Just go look at it. No, we don't got time for all of that. We just see that, you know, you told us you used it. So you're a cheater and we're going to give you a 0. By the time you're in school, it's not going to be a problem. They're going to be like, oh, okay, so did you use it or not? Yeah, I used it. How did you use it? Oh, well, I used it to refine my sentence. Okay, so you didn't prompt it to write it for you. No. Okay, cool, bet. That's all they care about. I can mark my words. Give me 10 years from now, it's going to be so normal. All the people that were grandfathered in and failed and got in trouble, they're going to be so mad. And I'm going to be one of them because I can see it. Because my brain thinks ahead. But unfortunately, these traditionalists out here just can't get with the program. What's going on? I'm just having an invention session about technology, okay? Yeah. Hi, Lindenberg. Yeah, this is just about technology. This is just about AI. This is just about, you know, the future regulations and, you know, the professors and teachers and the school systems and wherever you're using it, they're so behind because they don't understand it, and we just don't have the people in the field. You said I hate it so much. You got to stop hating it. It's not going nowhere, friend. Don't hate it. Understand it. Be one with it. I love it. That's why I'm writing my book about robots, angels, and aliens. Oh my. That's actually the name of the book, so, you know, keep an eye out for it. It will be on Amazon after I write the first series, because it will be mini series, because Gabrielle is going to be traveling like different dimensions and stuff. So exactly, it's going to be the future. Like, I'm literally to the point where I'm actually, even though I'm about to graduate, I'm about to graduate with a degree in writing and English and communications. There's so many majors that I've learned, but I'm actually taking a program in the basic fundamentals of science. So I need to learn Python. I need to learn all these small softwares because I need to know One day, if they try to take over the world, I know how to reboot, and program you down, buddy. Okay. Could be that they're scared that they might be replaced by a robot, or even that it'll take years for that to happen. Exactly. Hopefully Jesus comes back before AI take over. Amen to that, though. I do pray for that too. I don't want to be here. Okay. I don't want to be experiencing what is it? Terminator? Is it Terminator? Or AI? What's the one with Will Smith? It is useful, but it's just replacing jobs and originality. Well, you know, you can't place originality. People love originality. I'm original. My Heavenly Help Desk show is original. Is it cringy because it's not giving off the perfect AI effect? No. But do people like me and like-minded people love to see creators out here with originality and producing shows? Yes. Why? Because you stand out. So it's not taken away. Does it put you in a different bracket? May it take you a while to get seen? Maybe, but maybe not, because maybe you'll stand out because you because you continue to be that original. I am not afraid of it at all, actually. Everything that's on the internet can be spoken by AI, and everything that's on the internet is in a classroom. Exactly. We've been using Google for years. The only thing is ChatGPT is just where you can type it and you can get words written back to you. You could have found that same information on Google years ago. I'm invested in the Ranked AI SMR series. Oh yeah, they have a whole series. They have so many cooking shows made in AI. Y'all know what I actually sent to my husband that really did make me mad? It made me feel type of way, but you can never replace me because the originality is there. Someone just this month, go look it up. Type in the Heavenly Help Desk. They have a couple of videos and they have my logo, the Heavenly Help Desk with the little halo, and it's AI. It's an AI person talking, saying, "Welcome to the Heavenly Help Desk. You have questions? You want to talk to Jesus? You want to talk to God?" They literally only have 3 views, but it's the fact of the matter. Someone created an AI person, probably on VO3, to try to replace my show. But the thing is, you can never replace the originator. It's never going to come off the same. People want to see that originality. After a while, AI is good. Don't get me wrong. It's entertaining because they get to say the things that they want to say with the comfort, the shield of it being an AI person instead of it being an actual person on the forefront. So if you try to cancel somebody, who are you going to cancel? The AI? And then well, I'm canceling the creator. Well, you don't even know who the creator is. They gave you a fake alias. So you could have walked past them on the street. You're not canceling nobody. And guess what? Their pockets are full. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather a zombie apocalypse than an AI apocalypse. You said you'd rather have a chance with them, huh? Instead of AI that can reboot themselves if they missing the arm. How is the originality there if you're using something to think for you? What are you talking about, Batman? Did I say that I'm using AI to write my scripts for me up on the Heavenly Help Desk? No, never said that. So what are you talking about? I actually improv the Heavenly Help Desk. When I hit lights, camera, action, I hit record. It's coming off the top of my head live. I actually recorded a few episodes live from scrap. I'm capable of having great improv skills. I don't need a robot to draft it up for me. I have so many thoughts. So what are you talking about? Exactly, because I don't use it to think for me. Yeah, you're definitely new here because you don't know that. Wait, fill me in what's going on. Hey, Maya. I love Proverbs. Proverbs is actually my favorite book. You were just asking ChatGPT for your thoughts, and that's fine. Did I use it for my show? No. We were reading a scary story, and we revised that scary story into another scary story. I was showing you how you can use it, but still have critical thinking instead of saying, hey, draft me a story up about a person in a time machine and then just let it draft you up. No. So you got to rewind and see that I actually went into Microsoft Word and I clicked on dictate, which is just a voice recorder. And from the top of my head, I told a story. So go back and rewatch it. And then I put that said story that I typed up and thought about in my head on live, thought about it in my head on live, and put it into ChatGPT to refine my words. It didn't write the story for me. And again, that was just me showing people how I would utilize it if I was going to utilize it, but still not take away critical thinking. I never said I use ChatGPT to draft Heavenly Help Desk. It's still going to be original at the end of the day because it uses the words you typed in to get those results. And even if it did the same thing, it'll be different. Exactly. Because that's her response. All right. I'm not going to argue with dang Batman, whatever. I'm not arguing with you. I don't argue. And I'm telling you exactly what happened. So again, you can always hit replay, but I'm pretty much done with this conversation. And if you continue to get up on my nerves, I'll just block you. So God bless you. There's different sides to every story and experience. Thank you, Aya. But Crystal isn't using it to do everything for her. She's using it to quicken up the process for her own work. Exactly. And I'm just showing people how you can utilize it, how you can make it a tool, but not take away your critical thinking. But whenever, you're not using it, you're not going to understand. Whenever you're not part of the program, whenever you're not in the actual software, whenever you're not learning and trying to utilize artificial intelligence, all you see is, oh, you're just having it think for you. Okay, sir, you right, or ma'am, or alien, or Martian, or whatever you are. It's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. I know it's frustrating whenever you don't understand something different. Exactly. People misunderstand and misuse it. And then another thing is, this is how I know that he gonna cry, and it's fine. This is how I know you're not registering. You're not registering in your head what I just said. Because didn't I just say on the Heavenly Help Desk, I improv live? I don't have time to sit there and draft up anything. Have y'all ever seen me, if I go live and I record a Heavenly Help Desk, when have y'all ever seen me go to Chat GPT? I'm live taking phone calls. If I was using Chat GPT, then would it be improv? No, because, oh my God, I need my next thought. I needed to have my next thought because I can't think. I paused time. Yeah, I figured out the quantum physics of pausing time and then coming back, and no one would know. No one could ever tell because I am quite a genius. Dang, Batman. Oh my God, this is hilarious. You're one of those people. You're one of those people that love to agitate people, don't you? You're one of those people that be like, calm down, ma'am. Calm down, ma'am. Ma'am, please stop yelling. And this is my voice. Sir, I'm not yelling. I'm not raising my voice. I'm just telling you my truth. And these are facts. Ma'am, please stop. Please stop being aggressive, ma'am. Please stop being aggressive. Sir, I'm not being aggressive. I'm just telling you facts. Ma'am, please, I'm scared for my life. You see what? You see what I'm saying, y'all? Oh, I see what you're doing. You're trying to get me upset and angry. Look at you. You're trying so hard, don't you? Oh my God. People like you are hilarious to me. Agitators. They come in all forms, I tell you. It's like the kitchen tools versus gadgets war, AI. is a kitchen tool, and it helps you with cooking. Like a cookie cutter, it shaped the cookie faster than doing it. Ooh, I love the way you just put that. That is such a great connection. That was great, actually. I might have to use that again. He messing with the real one, man. Okay, like I don't know why, but it's kind of like this is kind of like my Candace Owens moment. I'm kind of feeling it. Not I'm up here like trying to debate. See, the thing about it is though, I don't really like debating on the internet with people because it could probably be a hater or somebody that knows me and say they don't know me. Because honestly, I really feel like he low key knows me. He's probably someone that knows me or has heard of me and is hiding behind the internet to argue with me. It's okay. I know you miss me and you want my attention, but you got to stop because I've let you go on too long. Again, this is a family page, and the only reason why I've entertained you this long is because it's actually late at night. So all my young family members and my children are in bed. So I get to be a little mean right now. And I've been waiting for a chance to be a little mean. He's probably someone from the university campaign. He's probably someone from the university campaign. Oh my God. He said, sorry, Pooh, we'll bring you back a souvenir. You said, I don't know her. She delusional. Okay, dang Batman. You sure? You got to move on from this segment. This is my segment. This is my show. This is my channel. YouTube. That's the word. Okay? So I can talk about whatever I want for how long I want. He probably a douchebag. He probably not even a he. He's probably a she. You never know. But you are right. I have given you enough attention. I'll keep you around. You keep the protagonist and the antagonist vibe going on here. I'm intrigued by you. I'll keep you around until you start acting up again. We have to put you in timeout. We'll let you out when you start acting right. Yeah, and he asked me if I had an OnlyFans. Like, do I give off a vibe that I have OnlyFans? I'm up here talking about robots and freaking aliens and angels. Bro, I'm a dork. What will I do up there? I'm not mad at anyone, bro. I'm part of the family. It's okay, dang Batman. I shall let you live. You know, at one point, me and Santana was getting into it too. Now Santana one of my favorites. Ain't that right, Santana? Remember when you first came up on this page and me and you was getting into it? I was like, what are you trying to say? It's okay. Sometimes families fight. We good. We're good now. We understand each other. Not you, dang Batman. You got to prove your worth. You got to prove your worth to me. I got to make sure you're not from the ops. Anywho's, y'all, off of that subject, okay, I've been up here for over an hour, and we did, however, get some work done. We got to think. Santana, you said you didn't have no facts. I like this new thing that I'm doing. What about me? I didn't clash. You know what? You didn't. I don't think you clashed with me. Or did you at first? I think at first we were kind of like trying to get to know each other. And you're very inquisitive. Just like Santana. Very inquisitive. But I don't think we clashed though. You said I didn't. Yeah. I was about to say, I don't think we clashed. I think we just been cool. Like Santana's the type of person that's like, what? No, I need to know more. And like in my head, I was like, what you trying to say? But then the thing about it is, I think I'm older than Santana. Santana, I'm older than you, correct? You know, I'm auntie age, Santana Young. You was reading verses the first time I saw you. Okay, yeah. That'll do it. I think the only time we clashed was when I made you my profile picture and you said we looked alike. I remember. Girl, don't remind me. Y'all, Santana said, yeah, yeah. Look, his sister is my age. Not gonna lie, my sister is as old as you. Oh, see, okay. That's probably why. That's probably why you understand me. You know what I'm saying? Like you got older sisters, so this nothing new for you. But Aya had took my picture and made it her profile, and I was like, we do look alike. We do look alike. You said you're 17. Yeah, I remember you were younger. You know what? Speaking of verses, let me look it up. Proverbs 30, right? Before I go. I like to have a good verse and a good. It was so funny. I was Proverbs 30, and then we'll look up a random fact. Last night we did okay, 32. Okay. Last night we did facts about dolphins, me and Santana. We were flabbergasted. I'm not gonna hold you. All right, so we're gonna read Proverbs 32. Also, can I just say one thing, you guys and gals? Is it me, or if you Google, right, a scripture, you know how they have like the websites. I like to normally use Bible Gateway, but they have one that's called Bible Hub, and I don't know if I'm otherworldly, and I'm still, I'm a Christian that's trying to get her life right, but I don't like Bible Hub. It just the name alone, like it just sounds like, I don't know. It's like a play up on the other hub. It's like, y'all could have just left that alone. You know? All right. Read full chapter. All right. Proverbs. Exactly. The name, it's associated. That's what I'm saying. Like, the name just rubs me the wrong, right? Like, I get what they were trying to do, but it's like, some things just don't need to be done. Just leave that alone. Okay. So, the words of Agar. We're going to read it too. Surely I am too stupid to be a man. I have not the understanding of a man. I have not learned wisdom, nor have I knowledge of the Holy One, who has ascended to heaven and come down, who has gathered the wind in his fist. Surely I am too stupid to be man. I have not the understanding of a man. Interesting. I'm on Google. So calm you guys' horses. Calm your cattles. You see what I did there? All right. Let's just get a brief synopsis. What is Agar talking about in the Bible? Proverbs. What's your take upon it? Tell me what's your take upon it. I want to know what's your take upon it. So I'm going to read it again. Surely I am too stupid to be a man. I have not the understanding of a man. Sounds like a robot. But then again, it could also be... Yeah, I was about to say, if you want to take it out of the context, I feel like, yes, it could be possibly something that was created that's acknowledging it, that I'm not man. I have no understanding of man. Or it could also be someone that is saying, I'm so far removed from the image of what God created as a man. I know I'm not man. I'm too dumb to even be a simple man. I really don't know the context of it since I'm not a Christian, so I don't know what my take would be. No, but I would love to hear that. Actually, I'm more intrigued with what a non-Christian would have to think that could mean. So, if you don't mind, I would love for you to give me your take. Surely I am too stupid to be a man. I have not the understanding of a man. I feel like as a non-Christian, I'm a Christian, but as a non-Christian, someone would see that and probably think of robots or AI. So I'm here. Maybe man could be in the sense of all humanity. Okay, and that's what I'm thinking. You said, wait, what? Yeah, so Santana is surely I am too stupid to be a man. I have not the understanding of a man. So again, I agree with you. Maybe he's thinking that I can't even get the simple task of being a human man, the simple essence that God created. I'm so stupid. I don't even have understanding of that. Because before he says that, he says, the man declares, I am weary, O God. I am weary and I'm worn out. So he's tired. And he's feeling set back from all humans that may have seemed smarter than him. Ooh. Yeah, you make a point. He literally, what I just said before that, he literally expresses that he feels set back. He feels weary and worn out. Oh, meaning that men are only limited to a specific teaching while AI has all the knowledge of what all man created. Ooh, Santana. Santana, that was a good one. It kind of ties in. Yeah, I was about to say North Dakota's. That's actually a good scripture because it does tie in. But let me look up Proverbs 5. You're saying Proverbs 5:19 ties into that? I'm gonna look it up. So let's look at what Proverbs 5:19 says. Let's see what it says. A lovely deer, a graceful doe, let her breast fill you at times with delight, be intoxicated always in her love. Is that the same one? 5:19? How does that tie in? You said, oh, no, it don't. It's just weird. I think they're talking about adultery in this one. This one's about adultery. Again, I love Proverbs. It's actually my favorite book in the Bible. So in a sense, it's like he's aware God gave man the knowledge that created him. Exactly. Ooh, Santana. That is crazy you say that because that ties into what I'm creating in my book. So, the Martians, the aliens on the planet, they have these magical rocks that are being sent down from Mesla Technologies. You know what I did there? Tesla Technologies with Mesla Technologies. They're being dropped down, and these magic rocks are basically like power charges for the robots, but the robots are slaves on their planet. And Mesla Technologies wants these robots to be sentient. And these robots have secret societies because they know that there is a greater creator besides these Martians that have basically created this dictatorship over them. And they aren't allowed to collect these magic rocks because it basically is a power source for them to become sentient, that there's a higher power. It's a whole thing, but it's funny you said that. But we were on live last night whenever I thought of this. You said verse 20 is talking about someone's bosom. Verse 20 goes over adultery. So, just listen, okay? This is a warning against adultery, all right? This is a warning against being lustful and full of, yeah, lust, okay? Having affairs, sleeping around, etc., etc. My son, be attentive to my wisdom. Incline your ear to my understanding, that you may keep discretion, and your lips may guard knowledge. For the lips of a forbidden woman drip honey, which means a woman can tell you all the sweet nothings, okay? You said you was learning about dolphins. Yeah, Aya, last night we were on live and we did some facts. It was kind of crazy. It was really weird. You should watch Dolphins Nuzzle. It's a really informative video. It'll just take 1 minute. I'm gonna look it up. I learned some facts that I didn't want to know about them though. We must never read Song of Solomon on stream. Oh, Solomon was wild. Okay. He had a whole harem of women, okay? I mean, just like, and I mean, he was highly favored by God, honey, and it makes you think. Dolphins muzzling. All right, I'm looking it up right now. Let's see. Let's watch dolphins muzzle. Oh. Who is this ugly looking? Ew, I feel very uncomfortable. Am I looking up the wrong thing? Hi, Zach. Hold on. Y'all got... I'm so sorry. This is eerie. I think I'm looking up the wrong thing, Aya. No, I'm definitely looking up the wrong thing. Girl, let me show you what I found. This is unnerving. Hold on. This is... I don't think this is exactly what you was having me look at. Who is this? Oh my God, I'm scared. Look at that. Look at that. Bro, don't tell me you don't feel uneasy. Dolphin muzzle. That's the one? What? Which one? This one? This one? This one? First, second, or third? You said, oh no, that's Dolphin Man. Man, this is uneasy. I'm so scared. I'm scared to even click on what's about to happen. The first one, Lord have mercy. Aya. Nah, I'm scared. Okay, Aya, I'm scared. Now oh my God. What is this? I cannot. Aya, I'm not listening to you no more. I'm scared. Lord, in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I rebuke whatever that thing is. You said, dang, Batman said, I kind of like it. Of course you would, with your crazy tail. I don't like it at all. Lord, I pray on it. That's too much. Oh my God. It's in the algorithm now. Oh Lord, why? Oh my God. Oh, I bet not have a nightmare about this little dolphin man. Oh my God. Oh, why he look like that? Let me look up a random fact for y'all before I leave, okay? So I like to do this thing about random facts, all right? Give me a topic that we can... You said I had nightmares for 2 weeks. Oh, so you want to add me to the program. I'm definitely cracking my Bible up before I go to sleep. Dolphin Man to the rescue. Oh my God. Because I watched it at night, Home Alone. Girl... Search up Ski Spoon Australian. I'm scared. I have had enough of creepy, eerie things tonight. We're going to look up some random facts. Random facts. I need a topic Ski spoon Australian. Is that something scary? I'm not looking up. Don't. I will give you a pow. Okay? It better not be nothing scary. I'm about to look it up. You got a chance to tell me if it is or it's not before I type all the stuff up. I ain't even gonna ask what happened. My phone started lagging like crazy. Santana, you missed it, okay? You missed this scary dolphin. You would have nightmares. Be glad you did and don't hit replay, okay? It's fine. It's yogurt. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Ski. Hold on. What is it called? Ski spoon Australian. What is this? It's literally yogurt with eyes. And I'm creeped out. I'm not looking up no more. Y'all remember salad fingers? Man, I'm scared. Y'all got me looking up all this crazy stuff before I gotta go to sleep. I gotta wake up early in the morning, okay? Yogurt with eyes that look creepy. Maine Coon facts. Let me look this up. All right, let's look up Maine Coon facts. Maine Coon facts. What is a Maine Coon? Is that like just like a cat? Burger King foot. Y'all crazy. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like Italian brain rot, okay? That's what it's giving right now. We are not Italian brain rotting the algorithm over here, you guys. All right, let's be better. Garish, hi. Dude, get out of here with Burger King foot lettuce. Burger King foot lettuce, the name alone is hilarious. Stop playing with me. It's a Vaughn. I'm good. How are you doing? Okay, hold on. Maine Coon, M-A-I-N-E Coon. All right, let's look it up. 27 interesting facts about Maine Coon cats you may not know. Is that right, Aya? Is Maine Coon? I'm about to show you. Hold on, can y'all hear me? I'm sorry. I accidentally pressed mute. So the Maine Coons are extremely popular, but look at this. The world's longest cat. So if y'all want to have a random fact, if you're out and you're about and you're in an awkward situation in life and you need to have a fact for someone, you can let them know that Maine Coon cats are the world's longest cat, okay? From the Guinness Book of World Records. His name was Stewie. Wasn't there a cat named Stewie? Oh, no, that's from Family Guy. Anywho's, his name is Stewie, all right? Let's look up another fact about this cat. Okay, so we know they got long tails. What? They like water? First of all, y'all know cats don't like water, but the Maine Coon cat likes water. They love water, actually. You see that? They love water, all right? Meat is all they eat, okay? They are meat eaters. They like meat. They're very carnivorish, okay? They are on a high protein diet, babes. Don't try to give them veggies or the Burger King foot salad, whatever North Dakota was talking about, because they are meat eaters. Okay. You said they have odd facts. Okay, I'll look them up too. All right. And they a little heavy, but do not call them fat, because that'll be against the Maine Coon rules, and now you're discriminating against how much they weigh. So you just say they a little heavy, and maybe they might be a little, you know, big boned. Okay? You don't ever say the F word. They just big boned and a little heavy. Okay? And if you want to get real feisty, you can say they thick, because they thick. Okay? All right, now let's look up some more facts real quick. And this is wax, because you know I make candles, so calm down. All right. What are we looking up? C. Man, don't start with me, Batman. Do not start with me. IDNAS. Perfect. Ooh, what is this? Ichidina? Oh, I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong. Hold on. Okay, here we go. How do you say this? It does look like a hedgehog. Not y'all reading my text messages. All right, let's listen to how it's pronounced.
How do you say it? Echidna. You don't want to stress on the second syllable.
What?
Echidna.
Echidna.
Pronunciations are rather similar here. Pretty straightforward once you know. Echidna.
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 And now you know. Here are more videos on how to pronounce more interesting words and names, animal names in particular, whose pronunciations aren't always obvious.
Echidna.
To learn more. Thanks for watching.
You're welcome. So it's echidna. All right, let's go back to the facts of the echidna. And yes, I would have called it Sonic the Hedgehog, but apparently it's an echidna. You said, is this an all-night stream? No, I'm about to get up, actually. I'm just looking up some quick facts. Okay, 17, extraordinary. Look what they have 7 of. No, we're just doing some facts. Yeah, we're just doing some quick facts. Echidna, okay? I know it looks like Enchidina, but it's echidna, all right? So if you're going to give people facts, first of all, what is this? It looks like a platypus hedgehog in one, okay? It's a lot going on here, because how did this even happen? It looks like an anteater in a face. Like, if I want to insult somebody, I'm like, man, if you don't move your echidna head looking cell phone, they're gonna be like, what is an echidna? Look it up. They're gonna be mad when they look this up. Fun fact, one of the most scariest hunting stories was a hoax by a writer. And when he said it was a sham, what he wrote in a story, it happened to his family years later. What? See, God don't play about telling stories. He must have did something real bad. Dang, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to look that up. You said it looks cute. Okay, here we go. Despite their similarities in appearance to anteaters, what I just say, armadillos and porcupines, echidna belongs to an entirely different order. Monotremata. Okay, I don't know who that is, but they real exotical or whatever. All right, interesting echidna facts. These mammals can lay eggs, unlike... This thing lay eggs? This look like it would have a whole baby. Okay, back to the facts. Unlike most animals, echidnas make up to 4 of 5 living species of the monotremes. Okay, girl. Echidnas hide in defense. How they be hiding? All right, we're getting down to about to find out what it has 7 of. They have aquatic ancestors. Yeah, because it look like a duck. Echidnas are great swimmers. I bet they are. They share a name with a monster. What monster? Hedgehog. Sea urchin. Sea urchin. It's Sonic. You said the Blair Witch. Oh, is that what it's from? Okay, their tongues are the key to their diet. Can we get to what they have 7 of? Okay, so here we go. They have 5 claws. Okay, we need to know what they have 7 of. They produce milk. Ew. We get in there. Remember, it's 27. Don't tell us just yet what they have 7 of. They can sense electricity. Yeah, let's get to the fun stuff. Oh, they didn't tell us. Okay, so hold on. Don't tell me. You said he don't need to lay no eggs. Please. What are y'all even useful for? Echidna 7. What do they have 7 of? Let's find out. All right. Echidnas possess 7 spines on their back, which are modified hairs. Wait. They have 7 different types of bones in their forelimbs. So wait, they have 7 spines? You said Sonic need life insurance. Okay. Wait. This little creature.
The dry eucalyptus forests of Australia. Home to one of the most bizarre of all mammals.
Of course this would be in Australia.
Echidna.
Echidna.
It's one of the most ancient of mammals.
Look at that thing. Okay, see, it do look kind of cute right here. I'm not going to hold you. It has 7. Stop lying. Ew. Oh, it's hungry.
Her nose has to be kept moist.
Oh, she got to keep that nose wet, honey.
Her to developing an
ew, a snot bubble having it.
She blows snot bubbles.
Oh my God.
It helps to cool her down.
Girl, your little nasty self.
With their sensitive noses, echidnas can detect the early signs.
That is hilarious, bro. Yo, we on Discovery Channel.
Bushfire. Their best chance of safety is to get underground.
Girl, you better go ahead and get underground, girl. They trying to cook you. They trying to make you some bush meat. Yeah. What y'all think about that? She had the little snot bubbles popping off. So thank you for that. Echidnas. So now we know about echidnas. So if you want to have a conversation, see, the thing about it is I am trying to build a tribe of people that are intellectuals and can hold conversations. Okay. When y'all not up here with me, I want y'all to, you know what I'm saying? Go outside the world and start talking to people. And then people be like, oh, this person, you know, this group of people boring. But then you come in the room and you be like, oh, let me tell you about echidnas. Did you know that echidnas, like, they have 7 spines? And I heard that they have 7. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they also need to keep their nose wet. So they be blowing like snot bubbles and stuff like that. The kids remind me of them. Funny mom jokes. But anywho's, yeah. I love the Discovery Channel. I used to watch Discovery Channel videos when I was bored in class. It's fun. You said proof homeschooling isn't bad. Oh, you learned that in homeschool? Okay. So next time I do a live, I hope you're up here so you can give us some more fun facts. I love stuff like this. Like, I love like Discovery Channel. I love fun facts. I love writing. I love learning. So yeah, you said they need life insurance bad. Okay. They definitely do. You said they need a home. I'm screaming when you said that earlier. But y'all, I do have to get up in the morning because I have a consultation because I'm supposed to be later in the future getting surgery. So I have 2 impacted wisdom teeth that I never got taken out at the bottoms down here. So they have to go in, do like all these crazy like x-rays and stuff like that, because I think they'll more than likely have to go into my mouth, cut it open, because the tooth is, it went up but then it went sideways, so now it's laying on my jawline. And I don't know if you can see, but my jaw is bigger on this side, and that's because of how it's sitting, so it kind of hurts. So they have to go in, they'll have to slice my gums open, crack the tooth, and then pull the tooth out. They're not doing that tomorrow. We're just doing a consultation to see how much that's going to cost. So yeah, I'm real excited about that. Yeah, fun times. Yeah. So I gotta get up and go do that early in the morning, and I actually probably will run before that, and then I have my 3 o'clock stream. I'm going live on Amazon Live, so I won't be able to come live up here, but if you want to watch me on Amazon Live, the link is in the post. You said Godspeed. Look, please. But the link will be in the post for tomorrow's live stream on Amazon, because Amazon and YouTube are probably the only streaming platforms that I will be using. Actually, they're probably one of the only social platforms I will be using for a while, unless I log in to TikTok and Instagram just to post my content. But then I'm logging back out. Like, I'm not spending time up there scrolling, because I'm trying to move forward in process and my creative endeavors. So yeah, you said, man, I don't got that. What? Oh, you mean Amazon Live? I mean, it's something free that you can just watch. You click upon it and it takes you straight there. But like I said, I'll be live up there. I have to do this because this is part of me, pushing myself to be better at being an online creator. And I have to do these things. Like, I've been lazy for a while. Like, the past couple of months I've just kind of like just been stagnant, and it's nobody's fault but myself. So I'm forcing myself to go live more. And if y'all bored and you want to just come watch me, again, the link is in my post section, and I have a picture. It's just the Amazon Prime. I'm a runner, so I have a bunch of new clothes that I've been running in and testing. I have a marathon coming up on the 4th, so I will be wearing some of my outfits in the marathon. But yeah, so like I said, I'll be up there on live at 3 o'clock exactly. So I probably might come. I might go live later that night though, so we'll see. I don't know why I ain't had a wisdom tooth yet. Did you get? Do everyone get it? Good night, Aya. Actually, I got my wisdom teeth later in life, and I didn't even know I had wisdom teeth in until I was eating one day, and I was chewing on something, and I felt a crack, and then I just felt crumbles, and it was like really hard. And then come to find out, these top back ones, um they basically like crumbled, and I didn't even know that they were out. I've never had wisdom teeth. I never even felt the pain, and if I did, like, I get migraines all the time, so I wouldn't know. But anyways, they had to pull those out. So I mean, they were like way, 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 way back in there. So they had to pull those out. But these 2 down here are literally impacted in my gums, which is causing crowding here. So after I get them removed, I probably have to get braces. Um, and I'm okay with that. Like, I knew that I'll probably have to get braces. It's kind of like one of those things that I'm uncomfortable about, like that crowding right here. It's not bad, but it's just not. It definitely has changed. I can tell over the years, like, they're starting to turn a little bit. So I need them to be straight. And then my bye. Thank you for the fun facts. Until next time. And then my youngest, he also probably will be needing braces in a couple of years as well. So yeah, we'll be braces twins. I told him, I was like, look, I'm gonna have braces, you're gonna have braces, we're gonna be twins. Like, what's up, gang? We can have matching rubbers in our mouth. Like, how they have like the little rubber bands. I was like, we could be twins. He does not want to get braces. He's like, people are gonna make fun of me. I was like, first of all, braces are cool. You'll be cool. You'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine me with braces. Like, what a nerd. At my right, I told him, I was like, dude, you'll be so cool. He's like, they're gonna call me a nerd. So being a nerd is cool. What's wrong with being a nerd? I'm a nerd, and I love it, and it's fun. because we're peculiar and they're not. Like, boo to them being ordinary people. Bye, boring. Do you actually know the dimensions of what it will take to actually transfer into a different quantum physical therapy, but also stay here in your spot at the same time? You don't. Like I thought. Anywho's, like I was saying, the quantum processor will be ready in about 3.5 seconds. We have to find a way to get to the other side without our bodies disintegrating into pieces. You wouldn't understand it. With the braces, lifts, glasses, concave stance. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Good night, Batman. Thank you for being the antagonist on tonight's live. I have not had an antagonist in a long time. So thank you for your contributions. You did spice it up a little bit. Hopefully next time you will not be the antagonist and we can actually have a good conversation without the argument. Okay. But you did bring a little bit of, you know, feistiness to the live. Don't do it no more. I don't like getting like that, okay? Because I'm a nice person. All right, y'all. I have to go. It is getting late, and I do have to get up. I'm about to go brush my teeth and say my prayers. Probably read some scripture real quick because Dolphin Man is still in the back of my brain, and I'm kind of scared. So I need to go ahead and rebuke that in the name of Jesus. And I will be back tomorrow. Like I said, if you haven't voted for me, please vote for me. The link is in the bio. And also, a replay is fine. You can do a replay, whatever. But I will be going live on Amazon Live tomorrow, showing my running clothes and the things that I got off of Amazon just for summer. You can watch that as well. That'll be at 3 o'clock tomorrow. I love y'all. Have a good night. Later. Bye, I am Vi Santana. Bye, Dang Batman. Bye, TWC. Bye, North Dakota, if you're still here. I love y'all. I will be back tomorrow. Bye.